All right, Simmers, these are my top 5 must-have mods, and I'm willing to bet you have probably never heard of number 5. First, Tool. This is probably not a surprise to anyone who's a builder. Tool is my go-to mod for building. I can take my little cow plant, I can scale him to, I don't know, let's go times 10. And he's now up in the world. I can elevate him up to 5. But one of the things I use it for the most is I can sink him into the ground. I can also use it to do very fine adjustments to scale. So if I want to say, I want it 1.1, just a tiny bit bigger or smaller, it gives me those fine-tune adjustments that we can't do without it. The reason Tool works in build mode is because of my second favorite mod, Better Build By. This one not only lets you use Tool in build mode, it gives you the ability to add organized debug. So this actually makes your debug items searchable by things like fence or pole or building or water. It lets you turn on and off with a click your move objects, your ignore unlocks. So if you want all your career rewards right away, you can filter out custom content or filter it in. You can turn on live edit and debug just with a check. So super easy to get those on and off, filter however you like. Fantastic mod. All right, don't judge me. My sim doesn't have a house at the moment. Number 3, MC control panel. This is my gameplay must-have for a million and one reasons. It lets you really control the behavior of your Sims, the autonomy. For example, in most of my saves, I have mean and mischief turned off because I like my happy little worlds. The other thing I do, because CAS is ultimate boss mode that I'm not very good at. So in MC, you can set percentages of different ages and grapes, but you can also use what's called the import tray settings. And in this, you can go into the gallery, search up Sims, add hundreds of them to your library, save them locally, and then you can set it to only import from that library. The trick here, if you want to use something like import by tags, for example, I use the bypass tag. This is what you see a lot of times in the gallery where people are going MCC include, MCC bypass. The thing is, when you are commenting that on someone's public gallery post, it does absolutely nothing. If you want that tag to work, you have to go into your library, which we wait and we wait, and say, for example, if I didn't want it to use this guy right here, I would go in here and change his description and put an MCC bypass in here. It has to be in your library for that to work, or MCC include. Fourth, number 4, UI cheats extension for a million and one reasons. When the events get stuck and you get that event that can't complete, when you just want to top off somebody's needs because you've been using them to pose and do things with and they're about to starve to death, Or, you just got that one person in your life and you're like, really, I just don't want my sim to even know this person anymore. You can right click on them, change the relationship, delete the relationship. You know what? I don't need that person in my life. Done. As far as my sim is concerned, that person has never existed. Number 5. This is one I am willing to bet, complete surprise to you. I like storytelling. I love being able to pose my Sims. I like taking photos. If you have ever tried to do that and then gotten stuck trying to get your Sim in the right pose and get the other Sim to come take the photo and juggling all the things and people are running around like cray-cray, Ravisheen's ISO Love Photos mod gives you this full control camera right here. Once my sim is posed, I can use the camera. I don't need another sim. I go take photo. Oh, look, cute photo of my sim that will be in game. I can use on her wall. I can use any pose package without having to do anything. And especially if you also use Tool, you can literally move that camera anywhere in any direction. It's fantastic, like if you want mermaid shots or things like that too. Let me know if you've ever tried it or if you have questions about any of these, and I will happily expand. Thanks.